think even beforehand, just going to seek someone who specialized in domestic violence and also who had like firsthand experience in it. I wanted to seek out someone who was knowledgeable, had the credentials, had worked with different people in the field and in the industry. And I really just didn't think that any of these red flags or anything were going to be shown in that. I think in the first 30 to 45 minutes, it was just a standard questionnaire, basically like a Zoom meeting now. You're just going over your childhood experiences, your trauma, kind of what brought you to therapy. And it was just kind of letting my guard down, letting my vulnerability kind of show and take place in those moments. And I think when we started talking about like my past relationships with men, how I didn't have like a father figure, like per se, like my real father in the picture, I think that was a segue to kind of talk about the relationships and the trauma and the traumatization with the men that I did have and what kind of occurred as far as just like the attachment styles and just, it was more so just kind of leaving me wide open in those 30 to 45 minutes in the very first therapy session. And so I just thought it was just, a standard session, like you go anywhere else, you just talk about these things. And then I noticed the therapist started to go more into detail about my past relationships and what kind of attracted me to these men and, what I liked, what I didn't like. And so it just kind of took a turn in those moments of where they literally just took off their clothes after, I would say, about 45 minutes. So yeah, I felt like the first thing that popped up into my mind was, I feel like he's done this to other girls. Like, how would this feel? Like your guard is being let down, you trust an individual. Same thing, you're going to a doctor or anywhere else. Like you are showing and exposing yourself, your vulnerabilities. And I felt like in those moments, it just happened. Like this was just natural for him. Like this is just something that he does all the time.